Emma, what are the key differences in legal requirements for buying residential versus commercial investment properties?
Where leases are involved, residential leases are typically 1 year at a time, whereas commercial leases are a much longer commitment. Retail leasing legislation applies in most states, which can dictate how commercial leases work. In Victoria, the reach of that legislation is quite large and applies to a lot of commercial tenancies. In Queensland, for example, it's got a much narrower scope, but understanding whether the legislation applies is really important. There'll be different due diligence considerations. Typically, a commercial due diligence is much more comprehensive. In commercial, they need to ensure that the current use aligns with the business activities or the zoning, whether it's retail, office, industrial, and make sure that it's compliant with the classification of the building as well. GST is also a big difference. So residential properties, typically you will not be paying GST, or certainly not in addition to the purchase price. If it is a new residential property, GST might be payable, but it will come down off the value of the property. Whereas in commercial properties, GST is payable in addition to the purchase price, unless it's a going concern. And stamp duty is assessed on the GST inclusive amount. So that increases your stamp duty liability as well.